Welcome to the Surroundead PermaDeath Part 9. If you are new to the series, server settings are on standard difficulty with a slight increase to zombie spawn by 20% and no backpack stacking. I usually accelerate the game speed quite a bit during any time of traversal across the world or just inventory management so you're not watching anything boring. I like to include it though so it gives you an idea of how we got to where we are. So we just got done selling off our loot from that Horde beacon we just got done finishing, and we plan to go to the Redacted area on the southwest part of the map. We got that laptop that gave us the secured container location all the way in the Redacted area, so we're going to give that a go. We'll hit a few airdrops on the way and any other type of activities that we run into. So kind of accidentally ran into a bandit camp right here on the right hand side. I was too busy kind of navigating the map and started getting shot at, so decided to shoot back. Gonna have to figure out a better scope / long range gun setup because these bandits hit really hard from long distance and I can't really compete well. Just 1 or 2 shots from like the bandit boss or snipers pretty much puts you in like a critical condition, so if you're not quick on the heels you'll probably lose your life. So this little bandit camp is pretty insane loot. Got 2 drum mags for the Crusher as well as that Desert Eagle. I didn't even know you could get or use drum mags on the Crusher, so this is quite the game changer for us. So we have finally made it to the Redacted area. I've actually never been here on any playthrough. I thought it was going to be more of an open area, but it's literally a hole in a cave, so I don't even know what all this gunshots, I'm pretty sure it was the turret that's shooting off. Or maybe that's how it is every time you render it in, but I couldn't even see like what type of zombies or anything that those turrets are shooting at. I was pretty tempted to just kind of ghost ride the whip down into there, but I'm pretty sure I would just die if I did that. Or I'd lose my RV, and that's like my only good method of transportation right now. So we're gonna start slowly creep walking our way up, just kind of hopefully sniping everything with our silence guns before they even come to us, and then I'm assuming there's gonna be mines all around here just because it's near a military camp. I'm really curious too about how fast the radiation 3 is just gonna be eating up pretty much all my filters. And there we have it, there are mines in here. For any of you that haven't played before, that is what a mine looks like, so yeah, don't step on it. I'm gonna mute this portion of the video because those turrets at 10x speed sound ridiculous. I don't know what these turrets are even shooting at. It looks like they're probably targeting a zombie that's either meshed in the ground or, yeah, I don't know, it's just blasting the floor. This is the first boss I've ran into where if you shoot him long range that he didn't even get like aggroed on. I don't know if he's just stuck or what's going on, but it's an easy free kill. I guess the only other thing would be the suppressors preventing it from aggroing, but that doesn't really make sense when you're getting full blasted on by a rifle. Gonna speed through this portion again. Pretty much just looting everything. Didn't really pull anything besides another weapons case. We hit our classified container here. Only get another of that gold Deadeye Magnum. All right, finally getting inside of the tunnels in the redacted area. This was pretty tense for me. I've only cleared this one other time, and I know there's quite a few coyote soldiers just all over the place, and they can kill you pretty quick. I'm not a big fan of clearing out areas in the dark or using night vision, so yeah, this kind of sucked. The only real beneficial thing is though is having those drum mags for the crusher to just kind of spray and pray in some parts. You haven't killed these guys before, their loot's pretty good. You can get military type gear off of them, but for the most part, they're just an enormous amount of bullets that come on each person, which is nice. I try not to play really cautious throughout my regular gameplay, but here, this is one area that I actually don't speed loot the container because I don't know where all the units spawn and don't want to get swarmed, especially with guns. Not gonna lie, I got jump scared a little bit there, so I sprayed a little bit more bullets than I should have. Started to get a little brave here and started to speed loot the pallets, and then you start to hear the stampede of footsteps. I was hesitating pretty bad on if I should just try to open the door, but hearing how many footsteps were there, I was kind of scared on what was gonna happen. So decided to try to wing a couple grenades and see if I could blow a couple up through the wall or not. So, wasn't actually that bad, but definitely glad I threw a couple grenades to kill off a couple of these guys. This pretty much covers clearing out the redacted area. The loot was okay, didn't get much for legendary weapons, or got a lot of legendary weapon pieces and parts, but nothing really worthwhile for us. Had to end clearing out the area with one more good jump scare. That guy got me pretty good. Speeding up this last portion of loot in the redacted area, a summary of all the loot we received is a weapons case, military container, secure container, a set of ghillie, spec ops night vision, 15 credits, and a ton of bullets. I guess I took too long clearing out this area. I should have done it faster, but the boss respawned, so could have cheesed him, but he pretty much got ate up with just a single drum mag of the crusher. So I'd say that we did survive the redacted area. Got a good chunk of loot overall. Plan's just to head on back to base and sell off all this loot. Running out of areas to kind of explore, so if you guys have any ideas of where to go or any more difficult content, shoot me a message or leave a comment. The only other place that I've heard of that's more difficult than the redacted area is the oil rig, which I'm assuming is just on the southern part of the map, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out where that is. Thanks again for watching, and see you again for part 10.